The Ukrainian and Russian soldiers watching me shoot a rocket under my foot with an RPG and watching me fly towards them with a shovel. They're not wearing red uniforms. It's literally as easy as that. Send me the front lines because I'm built different. We say maths because mathematics is plural. We have a good grasp on the English language, unlike you dumb Americans. Okay, then why do you pronounce maths as maths? I don't really see how this negates the British man's point here, but okay. At the end of the day, it's still short for mathematics. When you realize slang is a slang for short language. Wait a second. Slang? No way. Languages that don't have a word when someone coughs versus the languages that do have a word for when someone coughs. Wait, when someone coughs? Is it not just cough? Oh, like when you say bless you when someone sneezes. I guess you could say bless you after someone coughs too. Person sneezes, checks, it's true. Me turns on VPN, my FBI agent, wondering how I got to Finland in 0.24 seconds. What kind of magic is this? I've never seen it before. Me altering the experimental data of my graduation thesis to make sure it confirms my hypothesis. Honestly, I do remember doing this at some point in high school. It's a little bit scary you're doing this for your graduation thesis. Monkeys can learn to use money. Scientists taught them to exchange silver discs for treats. A few weeks into the experiment, the monkeys began to budget for foods they liked. They started buying food when the price dropped and even started gambling. Eventually, the rich monkeys figured out they could start paying each other for really bad things. One of us. One of us. I guess this means there's no such thing as Return to Monkey. What's your favorite anime fight? Me. It's complicated. Oh no. America's about to put pineapples on pizza. Yeah, and Italy's definitely not gonna like this very much. This is one of the greatest anime fights I've ever seen. I think by far. Country Balls really is basically an anime at this point. Rare steak fan, slow, lazy, spends too much energy on digestion, brain always too tired, and literal blood drinker. Versus well done steak enjoyer, handsome, smart, allows fire to do digestion for him. And don't forget that will also allow him to expand his brain, becoming the creator of the universe. Someone needs to show Gordon Ramsay's this meme immediately. I don't think he'll ever be the same. LA citizens, when the power goes down and they see strange twinkly objects in the sky, what could they possibly be? This is how you get millions of UFO reports in an instant. Actually, a lot of times we can't even see the sky even without all the lights. I remember this time I had picked up some friends from an airport who had never been to LA before, and constantly they were just talking about how much smog they were seeing. Me, I was just so used to it, I didn't even realize it. Buddhists, after they get reincarnated as an insect for the 900,000th time. Yeah, obviously that's gonna be a little bit frustrating. And it makes sense because there's actually 900,000 different kinds of living insects. They represent 80% of the world's species. Well, I guess luckily as a bug, you probably won't live that long, so I guess you'll get a lot of rerolls. Me conducting my invisible flying orchestra above the city of London. Man, if I had a penny every time I did this, pretty much all I do in my pastime. Bigger than Russia, far more powerful than China, 3 oceans, is this the future of America? Implying Canada would join the burger. Brick what Canada want. Wait a second. My dude is literally from Canada, so I don't know if they're confused up there or what. I guess that's all the evidence we need. Let's go ahead and start that North American Union. Requirements to be my friend. Okay, skin tone doesn't really matter. Neither does gender. Neither does faith or a multitude of other things. Oh, wait a second. I see that's where he has to draw the line. Just do not be French. I think that's a pretty easy thing to do. Guys, we did it. No more Italy. Finally, we figured it out. All we needed is a massive asteroid that causes a crater to be 800,000 kilometers wide. I think there'll be some other casualties in the matter, but it's all gonna be worth it. Pineapple on pizza will continue to live on. Turks living in Germany and Austria, explaining why Turkey is the best country on earth. Just wait for the chaos when the guy from Greece that's also living in Germany or Austria encounters this guy. Kosovo is Albania, but nice, smile. You know what? Considering how heated Balkan arguments can get, I think this was a pretty nice gesture. 2021 Olympic gold medals by planet. I gotta be honest here, is anyone else in the solar system even trying? Like, you'd think at least Mars would get one, but I guess not. Maybe it was just a landslide in 2021. I'm sure in history, one of these planets have got to have had at least one medal win. Scientists naming other planets moons versus scientists naming our moon. Moon. Isn't it kind of similar to the way we named our star the sun somewhat? I think the thing is, though, the moon has a name. It's called Luna. Just seems like a really weird thing to Google. Okay, I think we got that. I think the sun's name is actually Sol for solar system or something, I don't know. Romans, finally, we oofed them. Meanwhile, Jesus, 3 days later, out here just getting crunk on a public street, entertaining the masses right there. Now, that's how you get your revenge. My Uber driver traveling to the Saudi Arabian desert to pick me up after I accidentally left my VPN on. He is literally gonna go on the time of his life. I will say his journey will be very spiritual though. I think he kind of owes me. I actually heard this song for the first time a week ago and the comments are so funny. I feel like this video has just been hitting everyone's YouTube recommendations as of recently. Finally, we have an Arabian psycho. A Muslim in Antarctica waiting for the sun to set so they can eat, yeah, this is not gonna be that fun. Obviously, this is referring to Ramadan, and actually they have this problem in parts of Northern Europe as well. Allah does a little bit of trolling. I dislike winter MFers on the most beautiful evening walk of their life. I feel like this meme is made infinitely better when Willem Dafoe actually says no. It's not enough for him just to look at the sky. It's like his no is... he doesn't want to believe it's true. No, it's beautiful. My dad when he tries to put Christmas lights up after I've covered the roof with Vaseline. Yeah, my dad better get ready for next year. Tired of him forcing me to always take out the trash. Well, I'll take out the trash, alright. Marvel fans when the CGI good guy beats the CGI bad guy in a CGI fight in a CGI location. Yo, this was fire, dude. I wonder what's gonna happen next time. Guess we'll have to wait and see. The creator of English, after making the past tense and present tense of read spelled the exact same way. Oh, read and read? Okay, yeah, I can see how that can be seen as a little evil. Why didn't we stop the creator of English from doing something so horrible? Why does it feel like literally all languages have some really weird rules sometimes? I think English might have the most though. My grandma singing me a lullaby after smoking for 58 years. It's literally the most beautiful voice I've ever heard in my life. No one could Mongolian throat sing better than my gram. It was so beautiful. You must travel to Paris, take control of a young man, and use them as a vessel for making delicious meals that will culminate in the end of the French. Finally, we know Ratatouille's mission was actually very honorable. Who would have thought, wait, his name was actually Remy this whole time? It's been a minute since I watched that, I guess. DreamWorks deciding whether their next movie will be a timeless masterpiece with a franchise or a forgotten one-off thing that'll get memed after a few years. You never really can tell with that company. I mean, they had Shrek, Kung Fu Panda, Madagascar, and then a couple of these I have no idea where they're from. Celsius and Fahrenheit agreeing on -40 degrees for some reason. Yeah, this was a weird like handshake from them. Weird moment to be like, hey, we're cool with this. Every other number though, we're gonna keep on fighting. I thought this was like a movie for a second. It's actually an advertisement about the Christmas miracle in WWE1. This is like represented better than I've ever seen. War Thunder players on their way to leak classified information for like the 4th time on a public forum. And that is of course because the developers of the game made a plane turn slightly slower than it actually should. Classic War Thunder community. Seriously, how many times is this gonna happen? Guys, it's happened. We've released an update for chess. Oh, please tell me it's gonna be chess 2. Isn't there already a lot of modded versions of chess? I'm just really hoping we can finally confirm this leak from a couple months back. A teacher made this. This is high school, by the way. Yo, Mr. White, someone's at the door. Who is it? Says Walter. Hello, Heisenberg. Proper safety in the lab is cool. Honestly, I gotta give this teacher here credit. There's no way I wouldn't absolutely lose it in the classroom if I read this. If anyone knows about proper safety in the lab, it's definitely Walter White here. My male biological clock is ticking. I need to be oofed in a war on the European continent. I'm convinced I should not have made it this long. Like if I grew up in the 1960s or earlier, I absolutely would not have lived long enough to see this age. TikTok users oofing of exhaustion after having to watch a movie longer than 20 seconds. I don't like to be that guy, but honestly, I don't even think it was TikTok that did this. This was me way before TikTok even came out, but I will say it has gotten worse with time. The attention span of a small insect. How I look like the entire day versus how I look like in a random moment at 3 a.m. in the bathroom. Sometimes those bathroom lights be hitting. Doesn't help that the sun is high up and just directly above you, causing like weird shadows on your face. A lot of those bathroom lights are always at a nice angle. Normalize taking shortcuts through jewelry stores at the mall. I mean, if they didn't want us to do this, why build their stores this way? Especially considering it's jewelry. Like, don't you want to guard it even more with like more walls? I think they're actually wanting us to do this. The Russian embassy tweeting out gasoline prices per liter on January 9th, 2023. Interesting map with a lot of data we can review on it, but wait a second. Could it be? Is this actually the rare Russian dub? It appears according to the Russian embassy, Crimea is actually Ukrainian. Isn't that weird? I'm glad we finally settled this. You summon the German speakers, they gather. I summon the Chinese speakers, I get Bing chilling. That doesn't seem fair. I don't even know what else to say to this, but Bing chilling. I'm just gonna mass spam this in every chat I can find. Me, a non-native speaker, after learning English for more than 10 years, only to see native speakers confuse 2 and 2. Man, if you think that's bad, just wait till you see how I spell your. Why know the difference when I can literally just type out U-R? The creator pronounced it GIF, so it's pronounced GIF. Pronounce gift, and then remove the T. There's no way it's GIF. There's no way it's GIF. I like how this will forever be an internet argument. It's been going on for like 15 years now. I feel like I go back and forth with the way I say say this. You drive for 4 hours and you're still in the same part of the country, like literally the same state. You drive for 2 hours and the local accent has changed twice and bread rolls have a new name. Classic America versus Britain right here. Driving 4 hours in California doesn't even get you halfway up the state sometimes, considering traffic. Driving 2 hours anywhere in the British Isles gives you a whole different history. I mean, all the places have just been through so much already. The world laughing at jokes about British people's teeth. Meanwhile, British people who have to wait for 3 years to visit the dentist. Oh no, okay, yeah, that would make me really sad if that's the case. It's not so funny anymore. Luckily, I don't think this is actually correct, but this is going off of the healthcare memes, the 3 years waiting to get things, yeah. Scientists, humans are the most intelligent species on Earth. Meanwhile, a random dog in Ohio. Ohio really is just kind of opposite worlds. Makes a lot more sense that way. As a non-American, I have no idea what a 401k is. And at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. I'll be kind of honest with you guys. I don't even know what a 401k is. I think it's something to do with retirement. Is an employer sponsor. That's why I don't know what this is. Defined contribution. Okay, there's just way too many big words. It's about like matching your retirement stuff. I'm way too old to be figuring this out. Me trying to hold back my German friend as soon as we approach the alcohol section in the mall. Chill, Heinz, chill. We got plenty of drinks at home. When you accidentally used an emote. Man, this happens to me so often in real life. It actually gets really... No, I can't even do it. I was gonna try to do it and it's gonna be too cringy. And big thank you to my patrons. Drew's Goth Girlfriend. Triv44, aka DrewcometoCracow, Polandnextvacation. Twickenhamster. Drew's Argentinian Grandpa. $20 is a lot, Drew. Selene. Wildfang. Bryton Is, Carmel Saida. DJ, McSkillet. Ortin, Patrick, Allison, Robert E. The Polish Lithuanian, the Mexican 760. Veiotic. And ZaneyBoi.